Josh Streets, how are you?
Doing great, Brad. Just overall, statistically speaking, I'd say I'm about 98% functional today.
That's a pretty good number. Well, thanks for joining me. You, Josh, are on the front lines of AI. You lead consulting projects and courses for ICMI. You're seeing firsthand what's happening. Tell us about the pre-conference session you're leading at ICMI's Contact Center Expo this year.
Yes, very excited about it. Literally every year, it's the one thing I look forward to amongst many things, but it really just gets the week going. So I actually have the distinct honor of facilitating the 2-day AI in the Contact Center Masterclass. So it is actually a certification course for anybody not aware. It's built for leaders, strategists, or anybody that might be at any stage of their AI journey in the contact center. So we've had a lot of good success with it, and a lot of different roles and teams come through it, and that's really how we'll be kicking off the week.
Hmm. The answer may be self-evident with AI, but I want to hear from you. Why is this topic and what you're going to cover important right now?
So I don't know if you saw it, but pretty shocking stat that just came out recently. So MIT released a stat that said 95% of Gen AI use cases are failing this year. And I think it's really important to know what the 5% who are having the success are doing. And I feel like we've had a lot of those 5% in this course. So that's just one reason is to get in there and connect with peers, connect with the content, see what's really happening in the industry. And I think that stat, while a little more inflated than some of the other ones I've seen it anywhere from 80 to 95%, depending on the body that's kind of releasing the study or the research.
Yeah, sobering. What is the most important takeaway you want attendees to walk away with?
It really is how to follow an AI framework for contact centers, and I would say even more specifically for their contact center. So just hearing from companies and knowing that a lot of us are all in very similar places, but actually getting a framework and assessments and maturity and readiness and tips and tricks in real life, kind of ready for their organization. That's what everybody walks away with saying, aha, I've got a different perspective than I had before I walked into class.
Yeah. How will their organizations benefit? They're investing the time and resources for this. What's the ROI for them?
Yeah, so we created and launched this about 3 years ago now, and I think it's important to for people to know we've actually had participants pay to come back to it after completing their portions of their AI roadmap to get the updated content, the tools. You know how fast it's changing. I think we all do. We have to update this content regularly, but I think the proof is in the pudding there, right? So I love seeing the benefits on LinkedIn that people are posting. I love the new certification that people are kind of sharing and putting under their profile. And really, I love seeing the new positions that some of the contact center leaders are getting after the course. So there's a lot of great results. There's a lot of stories, and we'll be sharing some of those other ones even outside of the training later in the week as well.
Is there anything attendees should do ahead of time to prep to really get the most out of this?
I hope that anybody that's registered views this, sees this, or anybody that's thinking about registering, because I don't always get the chance to say this before day one. It's come with an open mind. Be ready to collaborate. It's a hands-on workshop. It's not a lecture or it's not an AI coding camp. It's just got very practical, tangible things that they can walk away with, especially if you're just leading the AI charge for your contact center, or in most people's cases, they just need someone to have a vision and a plan. Just get ready for that, and don't worry about the test at the end. It's not going to take you 3 weeks to complete. It is, tough and it's built on the content, but we've had a lot of success with it so far in terms of pass rates. So,
That's great. What else are you excited about at the conference for the conference?
so yeah, I think I mentioned I'll be discussing one of the great case studies that came out of this class in a session later in the week on Thursday. But one of my highlights, Brad, is after we both get done with our training sessions, after you're done with your keynote. as we kind of move into the conference party and the awards start. It's usually you and I, on the sidelines, just toasting and catching up. And it seems to be like this ongoing tradition that we have to just see each other face to face. And I think for me, that speaks to the community. And I know there are others that do that same thing with you and others. And I think that's just the joy and the benefit that I look forward to when we all get together and just attend the ICMI Expo. So I've got a lot of plans for October, and I'm just looking forward to a bunch of different things.
Maybe I can talk you into showing me some of those pictures from Greece, that trip you just took.
I will have them in a folder ready, so I'm not standing there searching while we're listening to the good music. As long as you share some Italy pictures with me, I think that works great.
You got a deal. Josh, thank you. Thanks for the work you're doing. Thanks for your leadership in this area. And I look forward to seeing you soon.
Right back at you. Take care, Brad.